Good morning, beloveds. It's chilly this morning, January 18th. I know that I understand how to speak the word of truth. Our first quote is from the Bible, book of John, chapter 6, verse 63. It is the Spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. And from Buddhism, and where do name and form both cease and turn to utter nothingness? And the answer is in consciousness invisible and infinite of radiant bright. And from the awakening of faith, all the objects in the world are of one and of the same taste, are of one reality, have nothing to do with the modes of particularization, and are not of dualistic character. And so our reading begins. This lesson tells us that the objective world is quickened by the indwelling spirit. The words of truth are life unto every form which they animate. All words which are spoken in a realization of the divine nature are words of truth, and all such words give life. It is the Spirit that quickeneth. Our lesson also tells us that all objects, that is, the entire objective universe, comes from one substance. This substance is differentiated, that is, manifest in many forms. It looks as though the cause were dual because the forms are all different. But our lesson clearly states that we must not fall under the delusion which is of a dualistic character, but rather penetrate the unity back of all form. In our text from Buddhism, we have the idea that there is a place where both the objective name and form cease to exist as things in themselves. There is an invisible consciousness which radiates all forms. This does not mean a denial of the objective world, but rather an affirmation that it is an effect projected from, by, and within a transcendent cause which has complete control over it. And our affirmation this morning: I know that I understand how to speak the word of truth. I know that the invisible power of the Spirit is within me, is with me. I know that my world is peopled with forms of light, with the divine radiance. I know that I am a perfect being living under perfect conditions and with perfect beings in a perfect God. So let's take that into our time of silent meditation. And so with this breath, going deeper into the center of my being, where I recognize the infinite, God, Buddha, Allah, life, love, by whatever name we call it, this one infinite substance, one absolute reality, first cause, creation itself. It is omnipotent. It is omnipresent. And it is omniscient, expressing itself in the multiplicity of form that we experience here in this physical realm. All the divine expressing, nothing separate. I find myself in awe of that. I find myself in awe as I allow myself to remember that I am one with all, and all is one with me, because there is only one thing present: love, life. It is peace, it is power, it is presence, it is beauty. It is everything amazing and wonderful. It is life itself. There is only one life. That life is God. God is my life now. And what is true of me must be true of all life in this magnificent oneness, this magnificent singularity of substance. All related, all kin, all one. And so I speak my word, claiming and affirming that deep within me knows exactly this truth. Because it is this truth that is the truth of my being. And so I allow myself to know it more fully today, to move through this day in this physical realm with a heightened awareness that life is interacting with life, God is interacting with God, with an awareness that when I look into the eyes of any individualized expression, I have an awareness that God is looking into the eyes of God, looking back at God. That love is interacting with love. That peace is interacting with peace. And I become that which I have always been, an active presence of truth, that I speak it mentally as I move through my day and observe it manifest in form, that I allow myself to no longer be fooled that form is anything other than an outpicturing of the divine, that I reason from spirit to form, no longer fooled by reasoning from form to spirit. I allow all dualistic thinking to fall away. And I lean into that oneness in every relationship, every relationship. Grateful, so grateful beyond words that there is this truth, this operation of love that is always operating, that never stops, that always says yes to itself and makes it so instantly. Instantly, it is done. It is the Spirit that quickeneth, and it does so instantly. And so I receive that. I allow that to wash over me. I allow the gratitude to ignite the sense of aliveness within me, the sense of joy within me, the sense of awe and wonder within me. And I carry that through my day as I do the only thing left to do, which is to release, to let go, and simply step in to the word spoken as the word answered, the word made manifest. And so I do. I let go. I let the divine be the divine. I let God be God. I let Creator create, all in, through, and as life itself. So I invite you to join me as we anchor this together by saying, Ashe, Shalom, Aho, Amen. And so it is.